Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Okay, great. Today we're tackling construction project meetings, um, specifically how they tie into getting that Gold Seal certification.
Yeah. You know, those meetings, they're kind of the heart and soul of a project. And for anyone aiming for their gold seal, well, let me tell you, those meetings become even more crucial.
And that's exactly what we're going to break down today, right? I mean, how those meetings can showcase your leadership, communication skills, all that good stuff. We've got a ton of great material to work with here.
Tons. When you think about it, the gold seal assessors, they're looking for proof, right? Proof that you can handle those big projects, deal with the curveballs, and yeah, work with all those different personalities. And where does all that come together in the meetings?
You're exactly right. And it's not just one type of meeting either, is it? I mean, we're talking free construction meetings, site meetings, progress meetings, the whole shebang.
The whole 9 yards, yeah. Every single one is important in its own way. But let's just pick one for a second, just to illustrate. Say a pre-construction meeting. You've got the architect, the contractor, the owner, everyone's there. Imagine that meeting goes well. Everyone's on the same page about the scope, the budget, potential risks, all of it.
I'm already feeling calmer just thinking about it.
Right. And the project, it's just so much more likely to go smoothly. But flip side, right, what if that meeting's a mess?
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, misunderstandings, things miss. Well, you're looking at delays, conflicts, and honestly, probably a lot of sleepless nights down the road.
Okay, I'm convinced. Pre-construction meetings are important. But where do we even start? I'm seeing here in our materials, there are these three key phases: pre-meeting preparation, conducting the meeting, and post-meeting follow-up. It seems pretty straightforward, but I'm guessing there's more to it than meets the eye.
Oh, absolutely. Let's break it down. First up, that pre-meeting prep, it's all about setting yourself up for success. Showing that you're organized, respectful of everyone's time. Think about it. You're leading this meeting. You've got a detailed agenda. You've sent out the relevant materials beforehand, contract documents, drawings, all of that.
Like you said, it shows you're on top of things.
Right. It's about proactive communication. And that's a huge plus for anyone going for that gold seal. You're demonstrating leadership right off the bat.
Makes sense. Now, what about running the actual meeting? What are some key things to keep in mind there?
Okay, so the agenda's set, everyone's prepared. Now it's time to really make it count. Facilitate those discussions, make sure the decisions are documented clearly. This is where those notices in writing come into play.
Notices in writing, what are those exactly?
They're all about, well, clear, formal communication. Basically, any major decision, any agreement that comes out of that meeting, it gets written down, sent out to everyone involved. It's like a record of everything that happened.
Like minutes, but
Right.
more official.
Exactly. You're protecting everyone. You're ensuring accountability. Think about it. If there's ever a question later on about what was decided, bam, you've got that paper trail.
Oh, so that's how you prevent those he said, she said situations.
You got it. And it all ties back to risk management, preventing disputes, keeping the project on track.
And speaking of keeping things on track, all this documentation, it's often related to those CCDC contracts, right? I mean, they pop up everywhere in our materials here.
Absolutely. CCDC, that's the Canadian Construction Documents Committee, they set those industry standards, and understanding them is key for getting your gold seal. You're showing, those professional standards, the ethical guidelines, all of it. For instance, CCDC2, it's often used for general conditions in a construction contract. Knowing that and making sure the meeting addresses those contract requirements, that shows real expertise.
So you're not just winging it. You know the rules of the game. Okay, so we've prepped for the meeting, we've run the meeting, documented everything. What about that post-meeting phase? What happens then?
That's where the rubber hits the road. It's all about follow through, making sure those decisions actually translate into action. Someone agreed to provide a shop drawing by a certain date, make sure it happens. A technical detail needs clarification. Follow up with the architect.
You're basically the conductor, making sure the orchestra plays in harmony.
Exactly. That kind of follow-up, that's what a strong project leader does. It shows accountability, keeps the project moving forward.
Okay, I think I'm getting the big picture here. It's not just about having meetings for the sake of having meetings.
Nope, not at all.
It's about demonstrating those core leadership skills that the Gold Seal certification is all about. Being prepared, communicating clearly, documenting everything, and most importantly, following through.
And you know what? It's not just about checking those boxes for the gold seal. These skills, they're going to make you a better project leader, period.
Absolutely. So for everyone listening, think about your next project meeting. How can you up your game? How can you really show those gold seal-worthy skills?
That's the question to ask yourself.
And hopefully, this deep dive has given you some of the answers, some of the tools to make those meetings really count, not just for your projects, but for your career as well.
Well said.
All right, everyone, keep learning, keep building, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
See you then.